Welcome to the Title 31 Module training. This video will show you how to navigate and use the Title 31 module. What does the Title 31 module do for you? This replaces your paper MIL and MTL logs that are required to be completed daily by gaming regulations. It also prepares a CTR report for customers that meet the reportable threshold amount. This training is specifically for cashiers or anyone logging customer transactions as well as creating new customer account cards. Log into COS, select your username at the top right corner of the screen, select Title 31. The main screen you will see as you log into the Title 31 module is the flagged user wall. We recommend staying on this screen when you aren't using COS so you have quick access to the wall. The flagged user wall will display all customers who have had transactions entered for the day, as well as any new customer account cards created. The wall is cleared out at the start time of your casino's new game day. You can see we already have James Hill and Bonnie Ford with recorded activity. They will remain on the wall until the end of the game day, and any additional transaction they could have throughout the remainder of the day will be added. There is a cash in and cash out calculation displayed on the bottom of each user card on the wall. Every time an additional transaction for a customer is recorded, the cash in or out amount will increase. If an even exchange is recorded, both sides will increase evenly. This wall is designed to show you at a glance which customers are at or close to the reportable threshold amount. You will notice the customer box has a photo displayed. This photo option will make identifying customers you are tracking for the day easier. This wall of flagged used customers carries over from shift to shift. Everyone using the Title 31 module sees the same wall of customers. Next, let's take a look at the icons on the top blue ribbon bar. These are your navigation and action icons. The customer list is where you go to see if your customer already has an account card created. Always search for a customer here before going to the new user icon to create a new account card. We want to avoid having duplicate accounts for the same customer. If you come across a customer with multiple accounts, please update one with the current customer IDs and personal information, and then notify your manager with the customer name so they can get the accounts merged together. If you find your customer in the list, you will update their IDs in every section in the account card. We will go into more detail on the personal information sections when we get to the new customer icon part of this training. From the customer list, on the customer account line, you have the same options to add transactions for this customer as you would on the flagged user wall, and from this screen, you are able to select the flag from their line to move them automatically to the flagged user wall without having to record a transaction for them first. Next, let's talk about recording a cash-in transaction. From the wall, you can add a cash-in transaction for any customer. In the customer field, start typing your customer's name. The plus icon next to the customer field is an additional way to create a new customer account card. If you select to create a new customer card, you will be taken to that screen. After you complete the entire account card, and select I'm done, you will be directed back to the cash-in transaction screen. Next, you will notice the game date field is auto-populated with today's date. If you are entering a transaction right after your game date changes to the next day, the date can be edited to the previous day. Next is the amount field. Then the transaction type is a drop-down field with your current cash-in transaction types. The last field is for agents. This is utilized if someone is collecting a payout on behalf of someone else. This is a drop-down list from the customer list. An agent will be required to have a customer account card. Once all fields are complete, you will select I'm done to record the transaction, or you can select back or the flag icon to not save this entry, and you will be taken back to the wall. Next, let's briefly go over recording a cash out and an even exchange transaction. From the wall, the option to add these are also on the blue ribbon bar. You will notice all fields are the same for any transaction you enter. The difference between each one is the drop-down list of customized transaction types. The last type of transaction you can record is an even exchange. When a customer comes to your window to do a bill break, you have the ability to record that activity. You will complete each field and then select I'm done to record this even exchange, or select back or the flag icon to not save, and you will be taken to the flagged user wall. The next action icon on the blue ribbon bar is Transaction History. You have the ability to see all transactions recorded by game date. Use the game date field to select which day you want to view. This could be helpful in seeing the current day's transactions in a list format. If you want to see the transactions recorded for a previous day, this would be where you would go to view already recorded transactions. Once you have the date selected, select Filter. On screen, you will see all transactions recorded for the day selected, as well as all the details surrounding those transactions. The last action icon on the blue ribbon bar I want to go over with you today is adding a new customer to your Title 31 database. As I previously mentioned, before you create a new customer account card, it is important that you are thorough in your existing customer list search so you do not create a duplicate account card. Some helpful ways to complete a search for an existing card in the customer list is to enter first name only in the search box. Then you can begin to narrow down the list a little more by entering middle name or initial. If you are still returning a lot of customer account card options, you can enter the last name. If no results appear with your customer's middle name, take it out. Once you have exhausted all possible ways your customer name could be entered and do not see any matches, you will create a new customer card. Using your webcam that's connected to your computer, take a photo of the customer standing in front of your window. Save the photo to your computer, then select the capture icon. Go to the folder you saved the photo in, select the image, and then select Open. The photo will now be saved to the card. Using your webcam, you will take a picture of the customer's first and second ID, as well as their W-9 form if needed. You will save each image to your computer and then attach each picture in the appropriate box, just like you did for the photo box image. This is what that looks like. Next, you will complete the full name field, entering your customer's legal name that matches their ID. If you know your customer's full name, there is no need to enter a description of your customer in the description field. This field is available for you to enter descriptions of your customer to help you describe them to others when you have not obtained their name or IDs. Next, let's briefly go through the remaining sections of the card. The Details section has a field for all personal information to be completed. All fields should be completed when possible. You will notice the email and source of income fields have a box to state your customer refused. If you have trouble obtaining the information for either of these, select Yes below each field. The next two sections are for recording the information obtained on your customer's first and second IDs saved. The 10 image section is where you will enter the expiration date for the W-9 form if your customer completed one. Otherwise, leave blank. Select I'm done to save this customer account card. You will notice when a new customer is created, their card gets placed on the wall. From the flagged user wall, you can record transactions for these customers that are on the wall for the day. On the photo box, you will see there are options to view that customer's card, edit it, and add any of the 3 transaction types. To get back to costs, you can select the logo in the top left corner of your screen, or select the drop-down list from your username in the top right corner of your screen, and then select Cash Operations. This will complete your overview of using the Title 31 module. Thank you for your time.